Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Before cheering on the Cats at Reps, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We know you need banking to be fast and easy. We help with personalized services like mobile deposit. Get the app today and snap, deposit. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lexington Catholic tonight for high school football here on Prep Spin. Lexington Catholic takes on Great Crossing. Our first look at Great Crossing, the Warhawks, and tonight we'll look at them. And the Knights come in at home 1-2, but the record doesn't tell you about the team this Catholic team is because they played Corbin, they played Highlands, they played Madison Central, and next week they got Lexington Christian. Catholic is playing nobody but winning teams.
Yeah, they have a great schedule, and it's a super schedule to prepare you for the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I still think that having a new coach, coming in, learning the system, it starts a little slow, Gary. But I guarantee you they're getting better and better every game.
The Warhawks are led by Jeremiah Clark, the quarterback, a sophomore. Isaiah Johnson's the leading running back. He had 200 yards and 3 touchdowns last week in their victory. They're coming off a win, Great Crossing, and Catholic coming off a loss to Corbin. And we did that Corbin game last Friday night, and that's a really good Corbin team.
Yeah, that Corbin team should be in the state finals as far as I'm concerned. Their defense is going to keep them every game, which is really interesting that we saw that really good defense and how Catholic tried to deal with it. Let's see what they do tonight against Great Crossing.
Yeah, let's see what Great Crossing does defensively. They're led by really the 3 linebackers, Logan Clayton, Zach Morris, and Clayton Shaddix. They're 3 leading tacklers coming into the game tonight. Those 3 guys all average about 10 or 11 tackles per game, and they're really active, what you want your linebackers to be.
That's exactly right. And if you want to look at both of these teams, look at the front 4 or the front 3 on defense, because those guys have to occupy those linemen so those linemen don't scrape off and block those linebackers. They want their linebackers free to make those tackles, and Lexington Catholic can tackle it.
And one thing I know for Lexington Catholic, Caleb Nelson will slowly become more of a factor. Number 23 for the Knights. He became eligible last week. He played in the game against Corbin. I don't think he had any catches, but they did throw it to him long down the left side one time in the game. I look for him to become, as we go through the season, more and more of a factor.
A little bit of speed never hurts, and he outran the secondary last year, and they just off his fingertips. He played some defensive back. I think he'd be fine as a defensive back too. But we're all anxious to see what he can do on the offensive side.
I look for really a super game out of Jackson Wazik. The quarterback, he's 5'11", senior. He started last year. Put up some big numbers last year, Coach. But remember, he had a player by the name of Max DeGraff.
Yeah, that made a big difference catching the football. But, again, Wazik is – and I've said this before, and I'll probably say it every time we watch this team. He's one of the toughest kids I've ever seen. He gets hit. I mean, Corbin beat him. They had those 2 defensive ends, those edge rushers, and they sandwiched him and hit him, and he just jumped up and kept playing.
He said he got more than that, and every time he, got hit hard, he jumped up, said you got more than that. I mean, the kid is, you're right, he's tough as nails, and that's what you like in your quarterback if you're a coach. You like your quarterback to be the toughest guy on the field.
To be the hardest working, first one to practice, the last one to leave, and also not just being tough, but be a leader. To be able to keep the team together the whole time.
You know what that describes to me? Ben Meehan.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he did.
And I agree 100%. And even though, he was my son and I was his coach, I've never coached a better leader.
Tonight we're live on Prep Spin. Thanks for watching, tuning in on Prep Spin, the leading digital streaming network in the state of Kentucky. William Warfield and Big Joe with us, the videographer tonight. Doing great things, and we'll tell you about our schedule next week. We got a good one. We got the Holy War, Lexington Christian Catholic over at LCA.
We've had great games between those two, and they're both really good teams. They should match up well this year.
That eCampus.com Bowl turned out to be some excellent football, especially that Bryan Station Bowling Green game.
Yeah, that was a really fun game. I've talked to some Bryan Station people, and they were really excited about that win.
And they needed that win. They got it. We're going to pause for the prayer and the national anthem here at Joseph K. Ford Stadium. national anthem here at Lexington Catholic as the Knights go up against the Warhawks of Great Crossing High School. They're coached by Ricky Bowling, and you look at Nick Bosch as the coach of the Catholic Knights, and you Lexington Catholic in the blue uniforms tonight, and you look at the Warhawks are in the white. They got the green and the navy blue stripes. Hey, Coach, what do you expect tonight in this game?
I expect a really good half by both teams because a lot of these teams started out slow in the first half this early in the season. But I think both of these teams have had enough experience now, enough experienced players. I'm looking at the rosters. There's a lot of seniors on these teams, and I think they're going to match up well. It'll really come down to the beginning of the third quarter and then, of course, the last few minutes of the game. We'll see how it works out.
The NFL started playing football last night. Kansas City fell to Detroit Lions 21-20. UK football started last Saturday. They beat a Ball State team pretty handily, and they play Eastern Kentucky tomorrow. And high school football is going strong in the area. You got some really strong teams. When you look at the state rankings in 6A, you got Douglas up there among the leaders with St. X and Mail and all those guys, and Bryan Station's in the top 10. In 5A, Scott County is the number one in the state right over in Georgetown. And in 4A, you've got, of course, Boyle County over in Danville, number one in the state and two-time defending state champion. In 3A, Lexington Catholic's a big they're number 5 right now in the state. And 2A, Lexington Christian, number 1 in the state. I tell you, in single A, Sayre 3-0, and they're 5th or 6th in the state. So we got really good football in the Lexington area this year.
Yeah, I think if you draw a circle around Lexington and go to a couple counties down to Danville, Boyle County's loaded every year. That that tradition is what does it for them, Gary. It's just incredible. A team like Great Crossing, they haven't established a tradition yet.
I don't want to tell you about a special show we got coming up, the Scholastic Ball Report this Sunday at noon on the CW. We got, of course, Jared Peck will give us an update on the Lexington area and not only football, but he covers everything, soccer, volleyball, you name it, he covers it. We'll talk to him about that. And we also have a scholar athlete is from Bowling Green, young man that joined us in our trailer last week. He's a 4.0 student. He's a scholar athlete, and we got UK Sports Medicine on tips from them. So we got a pretty good show coming up Sunday at noon.
Yeah, that's fun. Those are fun to watch. I like the highlights that they have and all that. But to me, when you talk to the students, that's just amazing. They're tops in their sport, but they're also tops in the classroom.
Let's give the starting lineups before we take a break. Joe Schlarman is a center, 6'4", 275, a senior. Dane Young and Cannon Mackley are the guards. Mackley is 6', 220, senior. Young, a 250-pound senior. Left tackle, Charlie Lush, 6'5", 235, senior. Will Haddix is the right tackle. And, of course, look at the backfield. You got Jackson Kreitzer, 6'2", junior. Sam Clements, a 6' senior. You got Tanner Pedroshi, 6'2", 35, senior. Jackson Wasick, 5'11", senior. Joaquin Perua. Is that how you say that, Coach? Perea. And
I'm not sure.
And then you got, of course, Matt Kern will start back there. That's the offense for Lexington Catholic. Let's take a look at the Great Crossing team. Ethan Harris is your center, 5'11", 240, senior. Guards are Wyatt Siegford, 6'1", 240, junior. Preston Adams, 5'10", 225. Joaquin Salas, 6'1", 220, senior, right tackle. And on the left side, left tackle, Caden Helton. He's 5'11", 190, a junior. Look at the backfield. Quarterback is Jeremiah Clark, 6' sophomore. Isaiah Johnson, a 5'9", senior. Hunter Moody is the wideout, a wide receiver, 5'9", sophomore. Javante Dean, 6'1", 150, junior. Mason Euler, a 5'8", 150, junior. And Teron Lewis, a 5'8", junior. We'll step out. We'll be back with the kickoff here at Lexington Catholic after this timeout on PrepSpin.com. So you look at Greg Crossing's defense, and I tell you what, their linebackers were talked about them. Clayton Shaddix on the right side. You got Robbie Tackett, Jesse Shaddix, Daniel Korn, the defensive end. Outside linebacker Ryan Dykes, Logan Clayton, Zach Morris. They make a lot of tackles, Coach, especially Clayton, Morris, and Shaddix.
We'll keep track of that.
D. Quinn is in the secondary with Peyton Mullenix, Elijah Fryman, and Caden Bays. That's your secondary for the Warhawks of Great Crossing. We're just about set for football here tonight. Lexington Catholic, the Knights come in ranked 5th in 3A, and one of the favorites, to win 3A. Everybody talking about Cal. We'll find out a lot about Cal tonight against LCA.
Right, that'll be a big game too. Heck yeah. Lexington Catholic receives. They won the toss and chose to receive.
That doesn't surprise me. Jack Harold is the kicker for Great Crossing. He'll tee it up, kick off to Sam Clements, number 5, dropping back deep for Catholic, back near the goal line. Clements, he's electrifying, isn't he, Coach?
He's electrifying. It reminds me of that the UK game when they returned the kickoff for a touchdown.
Yeah.
This guy Clements can do that at any moment.
Yeah, we've seen him do it over the years. He's been a return guy. I know he was a return man last year. Did he return kicks his sophomore year, Coach?
I don't remember him being back there.
So we know he's back there as a junior. And Jack Harold is the kicker for Great Crossing. He's set to get this high school football game underway. Just about 30 seconds left on the game clock. We'll expect a pretty good game here tonight, Coach.
I'm looking forward to it. It's another beautiful night, Gary Ball.
Yeah,
it's
gorgeous.
Beautiful night.
It's in the 70s, about 72 degrees. It's pretty cloudy, but I don't think it's going to rain. So rain's holding off. Harold down, waiting for the clock to go down. Clements is back at the 5. He's very patiently waiting the football. And you look at Harold and young man waiting for the officials to give him the sign to kick. And this game will be underway here tonight at Lexington Catholic off Clays Mill Road here in Lexington, Kentucky. Waiting for the kick. And here goes, kicks it deep. Clements scoops it up there after hits him on the ankle, 15, 20, up to the 25, and it's going to be double teamed and knocked down. I tell you what, that was a pretty good pressure by the defense there, Coach.
Yeah, really good coverage. I looked at, I'm trying to catch a number. Yeah, absolutely. Number 14 made the biggest hit. That's Caden Boys.
Yeah, Bays,
excuse me.
The junior made the hit, and I saw Zach Morris in there as well. And here we go with the first play from the 25-yard line. To his left is Joaquin Perua, and he gives now left side to Clements. Clements, 25, 30, breaks a tackle, 35, up to the 37-yard line. He's hauled down by the linebacker, Logan Clayton. That was a nice run by Clements. Pick up at 12 yards.
Nice run. Donald Quinn in on that, too. They're in a hurry, running in a hurry. Trips off, trips to the right, look.
Trips to the right. And here's a keeper by the quarterback, runs it right up the middle to 44. Then he's hemmed in and knocked down, and they're getting him was Zach Morris, the linebacker, number 12 there, hitting for a Great Crossing, but not before Wasik got 5, maybe 6 yards to the 43-yard line.
We're going to be calling these linebackers names a lot tonight when they're on defense. Yep. Morris especially has been in on a lot of tackles.
Yes. Splitting out to the right is Kreitzer and Kern. Triple receivers to the bottom. Wasik, empty backfield, out of the gun, throws it, and it's complete, and it's caught by Williams down to the 20-yard line. That was a nice catch down there by Bennett Williams.
Here's a replay. Peyton Mullenix made the tackle, number 13.
That was a nice pass by Wasik.
Yes, it was. Hit that seam right between the safeties.
First down, they give up the gut to Joaquin Pereira, and Pereira gets a couple of yards.
Joaquin Pereira. They're running a cover 2, and they're giving that middle of the field. The safety is moving way over on the wide side.
Wasik fakes, fires, it's caught, and down to the 3, and diving down to the 2-yard line. is Matthew Kern, 6'3" junior.
That was another really nice throw. Little play action fake, Gary, and they Kern hooked up right in that zone between those two safeties.
I just felt tonight was going to be a good night for Wasik for some reason. It told me that he can't, he's too good of a quarterback, and he's having a great start of this game. At the 2-yard line, gets inside to Joaquin Pereira, and he gets in. Looks like he got into the end zone. Touchdown, Joaquin Pereira.
Nice run here. A lot of good blocking on line of scrimmage, but the best plays of the night or the day so far were the 2 passes down the middle. They're picking apart that cover 2 zone. Those 2 safeties, Gary, they're too wide.
Drive went 75 yards. Didn't take long, did it, Coach? 2 minutes to score a touchdown. Finn Wedding with the extra point up, and it's good. So Wedding with the extra point with 10 minutes to go in the first. Catholic strikes first, 7-0 on a Joaquin Pereira TD run of 2 yards. They lead at 7-0 on a Wedding catch. We'll be back after this on Prep Spin.
Welcome back here, Joseph K. Ford Stadium. We are in the first couple minutes of the game, 2 minutes gone basically, and it's 7-0. The Knights drove the ball down the field. 2 great passes. Good job of controlling the game by the quarterback. Excellent job.
And Wedding, let's see who's going to tee it up for Catholic. Charlie Spiller will kick it off, and Johnson back deep, takes it up at the 10, and Johnson up to the 28-yard line. Nice return by Johnson on the kick by Spiller. And that was the other Johnson, Jacob that time, not Isaiah. Johnson on a return, 27. They'll start in better field position than Catholic did.
Yeah, I think Avon Blair made that tackle, a shoestring tackle on that play. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's see the difference in the defenses here. Catholic is in there. You're going to be in that cover 2. They play a lot of man-to-man, mostly in the second half of the game.
Checking the defensive line, Charlie Lush, Cristiano Cardarelli, and Cannon Mackley up front. We'll check the rest of the defense after this play as Jeremiah Clark gives Johnson. He dives up to the 33, pick up a 5. Isaiah Johnson, the ball carrier, and 5 yards, 2nd down and 5. And in the secondary, you got Matthew Kern, Johnny Moses, Aiden Flungner, Bennett Williams, Trevor Morgan, Sam Clements, Michael Cashman, Sam Smith. We'll also see Jalen Nelson, but he's over here to the left side. Nelson starting tonight. Quarterback gives to Johnson, up to the 40, and stopped right there by a host of people, in particular Bennett Williams in there with a host of other people. Cannon Mackley was in there, Coach.
Yeah, I think they're plugging those holes and letting those linebackers come up and make some big hits.
3rd and 2 where Jeremiah Clark, sophomore quarterback, Isaiah Johnson, the running back. Clark, 3rd and 2 at the 35-yard line. Maybe changing the plays. It's changing the plays. Checking his wristband. Twins to the near side. Fumbles the football. Kicked back and picked up by Williams. Bennett Williams with a big catch and run down to the. Now he picks up the fumble.
Yeah, I don't think things were going well from the beginning of that play. It looked like there was a lot of confusion, just getting the play in, and then the ball was snapped through the quarterback's hands. So that was tough, very tough.
Catholic will have it at the 21-yard line, Coach?
21-yard line, first and 10.
So the Knights will have the football up 7-0 on a Joaquin Pereira 2-yard TD run. Wasik fakes, back in the pocket, rolling right, and tripped up.
Nice play.
And he's going to be sacked. And there to get him was the linebacker, Logan Clayton.
Yeah, that was a really nice job of getting in there, chasing it down from behind.
Yeah.
Number 10 for Great Crossing.
Yeah, Shaddix.
Shaddix chased it down and got a piece of him, slowed him down.
Yeah, and I saw Clayton come in to finish him off.
Right.
Watch it here.
Yeah, if he could have got the corner, he would have had another 10 yards for sure.
21 helped out Dykes as well.
It was good hustle.
So,
put him behind the chains, Gary.
Yep, to the 29-yard line. They lose about 8 yards, second down. Pitch around to Joaquin Perua, and he's to the 20 and knocked out right there. And coming over and making the hit was Shaddix, the outside linebacker.
Yeah, watch this. Trying to go through his legs to make a tackle is not going to work against the big guy. He's got those really strong legs, and he just ran right through that tackle.
Third down and 10.
Okay, Gary, look at the middle of the field. Watch them when those linebackers come up. The middle of the field is wide open.
Wasik to Kreitzer to the 10 and bumped out, pushed down inside the 10-yard line. And coming over to make the hit was Peyton Mullenix.
Yeah, Mullenix did a good job of hitting him there on the sideline. We saw a little block in the back there they didn't call.
Yep, I think they did see it.
And they must have seen it.
So you called it?
Yeah,
they saw it.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know when those guys get excited, they're pulling out there to block for the receiver or the running back.
Yeah.
And they get so excited when they get out there. A guy has his back to them. They just want to hit somebody.
So they move to the 31-yard line. Be third down and about 20. Third and 20 for the Knights. Wasik back in the pocket. Steps up, throws it deep down the right side, and it is going to be incomplete.
Good defense.
Clements tried to come up with it when he's falling down, but that was pretty good defense there in the secondary by Caden Bays.
Yeah, Caden Bays played that really well. He ran. It was right in the hip pocket of the receiver right at the end to knock it down.
Lexington Catholic up 7-0. Douglas playing Tate's Creek tonight. We'll update you on that one. 6:30 kickoff on that one, so that's probably about halftime.
Yeah, the inner city games.
31. Wasik back, fires over to the right side. He got a receiver, touchdown, and it's caught and pulled in by Matthew Kern.
Okay, that was Wasik's best pass of the year. He hit him on the run. Excellent shot. And watch his feet. If we get to see it, watch his feet. He sets his feet, makes that step forward, follows through perfectly. Look at that throw.
And Kern just blew past Ryland Dykes, the linebacker, and hauled it in.
Kern can't have an easier catch. That ball's right to him.
Kick by Finn Wedding is up and it's through. 14-0. 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Catholic on top of Great Crossing. Will we come back to Lexington Catholic after this timeout?
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by U.S. News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Before cheering on the Cats at Rep, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Kick coming. Johnson back deep and takes it at the 5. Johnson out to the 10, 20, 25, and up to the 27-yard line. He's knocked down there, and coming up to get him there for Lexington Catholic. Johnny Moses helped out on the stop.
Yeah, the junior. Nice tackle. Way to go, Johnny.
27-yard line. That's where Great Cross. Their first offensive series wasn't very convincing, was it, Coach?
No. They were trying to run the ball, and it's pretty tough to run the ball against that front seven of Catholic.
Flugner is a linebacker. Yeah, Clements in the secondary. Nelson to the slot, gives now to Johnson. He's hit and dropped immediately by Kern.
Yeah, Kern made a nice job of penetrating that time to get into the backfield. When he comes hard. When he's loose to get to the quarterback, he gets there quickly. We're looking at a 3-4 look or maybe a 3-5 look by Lexington Catholic. Let's take a look. Still playing zone on the outsides and the safeties.
Give it to Johnson around the left side, and he's going to be hit and dropped at the 30-yard line. Making the stop, Johnny Moses.
Made a couple yards on that. They tried to hit the edge as hard as they could, and Catholic was right there.
3rd and 6 for the Warhawks in their white uniforms. Catholic in the blue with the white, blue helmets. LC on the helmets. 3rd and 6 for Great Crossing. Quarterback rolls, throws it, and it's caught to Johnson. 40, 45, and up there in the midfield. Nice run that time by Johnson. And you look at Johnson, he's a 5'8", 150-pounder, and did a nice job on the yak.
That was a really nice throw. A left-handed quarterback rolling to the right. You don't think he's going to make that accurate a throw, and he doesn't. Was that Clark?
Yeah, Clark.
Yeah, he does a nice job, that left hand.
Jeremiah Clark. That time he threw it to the other Johnson, Jacob. Back to pass. Fires, it's caught, and down to the 45-yard line. Catch was made by Lewis. Teron Lewis made the catch.
Yeah, they caught the corners. Defensive halfback actually backed off, so he just did a little curl underneath him. You can do that all day long. Run outs. They're going to have to get up a little bit closer.
2nd down and 5 at the 45 of Catholic. Clark back to pass. Fires, it's caught, and he's taking it down. That's going to be Moody down to the 37. 1st down. Hunter Moody, 5'9", 150-pounder. He's an underclassman. Take a lot of these kids back next year at Great Crossing.
They do. That's really good. And I tell you what, Clark is looking at really good.
Yeah, this is
football.
A big series, though. They need to take one down. They're down by 2 scores. You need to take it down and try to shove it in the end zone. They're in jeopardy of getting blown out. Moving by the left end, but no flag. Clark in the shotgun. One receiver and two the receivers both sides. And here comes a pressure. Throws it deep downfield. And it's going to be in. Almost intercepted.
Man.
Caleb Nelson back in coverage.
Yeah, Caleb had it covered really well. Quarterback just got in trouble and flinged it. Actually, we saw one thing. He can throw the ball pretty far.
Yeah, he threw that about 50 yards.
Yes, he did. Just a little flick of his wrist.
So Clark, a lot of potential. He's 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore.
Now they're going back to their trips look. They were in a double slot that time. Now they're going back to their trips look. Yeah, Catholic has changed their defense a little bit up front, too.
Johnson fakes, and he tries to throw it over the middle, and it's dropped by Euler.
I don't have any problem with that throw. He zipped that ball in there. Maybe a little too hard, right?
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They have made some subs now. They got some different people on the defensive line in there.
It's 3rd and 10.
Fresh bodies.
38-yard line. Big series here for Great Crossing. We got to try to get back in this thing. Down 14-zip. Clark back to pass. Throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Moody on a fly pattern straight down the field and incomplete.
We got a flag on the play, holding, I think. I think that's Joe Steffen, the referee. Friend of mine from many years back. Yeah, holding.
Decline because it'll bring up 4th and 10. If they took the penalty, give them another 3rd down, but it's going to be declined. It's going to be 4th down and 10. Warhawks keep their offense in there with 4:20 to go in the first. Catholic already 14-0. Kern has a nice touchdown catch on a good pass by Wasik.
Oh, it was just the best.
38-yard line. Jeremiah Clark. Twins to the left. Behind him is Johnson. Looking over at the sideline for the call. Now Johnson shifts to the left. Here's blitz coming from the outside. Moody in motion. They give it to him around the left side. Moody running hard. Cuts it back down to the 30. And he's down to, he's going to be a yard shy of the first down.
That was actually a very nice play call there, Gary. A nice play call. Running the corner, running a sweep on that when everybody expected a pass.
Exactly.
A little pressure came in, and he ran around the corner. But
a yard short.
Yeah.
A yard short of the first. And Catholic ball at the 30-yard line. So Lexington Catholic, I tell you, they have jumped all over Greg Crossing in this first quarter. 4:12 to go.
They know what they can do now. They've worked on those plays. Hitting the middle of the field, running the screen.
Wasik guys, twins out to the left. It's going to fire it out there to Nelson. Catches the ball to 30. 35, shows that speed up to the 43-yard line where he's run down there by Clayton Shaddix.
Shaddix is
first catch of the season for Caleb Nelson. A great, as William Warfield was saying, gymnast and a great athlete.
Yeah, you could just tell his
mother was
skill.
one of the best athletes to come through Dunbar, wasn't she?
I think she was probably the best I've seen. Unbelievable.
Twins out to the top. Wasik fakes, rolls left, comes back to Bennett. He's up at the 47-yard line, knocked down again by Shaddix. He's got about 5 tackles already, Coach.
Yeah. Clayton Shaddix just is everywhere. He's a junior on this team. Back again next year.
3:40 to go, second down in the first quarter. 2nd and 5, 47-yard line. Wasik gives in fakes now, rolls to the right, tucks it in, and Wasik gets a first down to the 46-yard line. He's ran out of bounds over there, but Ryland Dykes ran him out of bounds.
That was a good job of getting the first down there for Catholic.
They credit Bays with helping out Dykes on the far side. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Wasik looks left, throws it deep down the left side, and it's going to be Caleb Nelson was tripped up, and they're going to say it was incidental contact, no interference.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a decent play. Take a look at that again. Good job of filming Joe. Yeah, they were just tangled up there. Both of them were kind of pushing and shoving.
Caleb Nelson, who has a catch on his drive, gonna come up with that deep one. There he sees his feet got tangled up. There's a give to Perea down the left side. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Joaquin Pereira.
I tell you what, that's some serious speed by him.
Yeah, he can really move.
It's a really good job of blocking out there.
Fourth touchdown of the season for Pereira. Joaquin, look at him coming left side.
Yeah, look at him hit another gear right here. He had another gear right there, I tell you. Nice job.
Wetting in for the extra point. It's up and good. 21-0 Catholic in the first quarter, Coach. And at 3:18 to go, still in the first quarter. We'll step out on PressBin.com.
Helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We know you need banking to be fast and easy. We help with personalized services like mobile deposit. Get the app today and snap, deposit. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Welcome back to Lexington Catholic with a nice just went up on a Joaquin Pereira run, 46 yards, 21-0. Wedding's kick, he's into it, and it's end over end. It's going to be Johnson coming up to the 10, 20, and he's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line.
Nice job of covering on that one. Johnson keeps going back to the middle. He's better off staying on the outside.
Yeah, might want to think about that.
Might want to
Coach?
think about it.
So it'll be Great Crossing football at the 24, and they have seen Catholic score 21 unanswered points here in the first quarter to lead 21-0.
Yeah, a lot of big plays by Lexington Catholic in this game so far.
Yeah, Kern made a nice catch over in the middle, and Joaquin Pereira made a nice run. Clark and upended in the backfield. Ballard, the ball carrier. First time we've seen him tonight. Luke Ballard with the carry.
Moses, I think, on the tackle.
Well, Brady Wassick.
Brady Wassick.
Brady Wassick does a good job. Every tackle he makes seems to be in the backfield.
3-4 in defense.
2nd and 10. Clark looking, rolling left. He's under duress. He keeps it, tucks it. 30s, about the 33-yard line. He's close up to the marker. I don't think he got the marker.
No, just short, about what, 2 yards maybe?
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and short. Nice run there by Clark.
He's got some speed. I'll tell you, he got that corner. He exploded over there.
Next week we'll have the Holy War over the LCA. The LCA and Catholic will battle in the Holy War here on Press Spin. That's always a good game, Coach.
It's always a fun place to be in a good game.
Jeremiah Clark, 3rd and short. Takes a snap, and he's hitting sack on a big sack by Wassick. Wassick the sack.
Let's see that again if we can. Watch how he just comes, blitzes right through. Just right through. They gave him a gap, and, boy, he hit it quick.
He hit that open gap, and Wassick came flying through. There you see Brady Wassick, the younger brother of Jackson, the quarterback. And he's really becoming a factor in this Catholic defense.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with him.
Set the punt is Mike Pettigrew. And back deep to receive is going to be Gauntz. Gauntz back deep. Pettigrew's punt. And Gauntz fields at the 42.
Got the corner.
Midfield down to the 45. Still churning. Nice return by Gauntz.
Real nice return. Real nice return by Gauntz.
That's Duncan Gauntz, a sophomore.
Yeah, Jacob Johnson made the tackle. Johnson, another junior.
See what Catholic does here, up by 3 scores. Wassick is on tonight, Coach. I don't think he's thrown an incompletion, except the deep ball to Nelson. And there comes the play. Nice play by Clayton Shaddix. Comes in, gets the sack, the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he returned the favor, didn't he?
Yep.
Wassick made the tackle on the last one, blitzing through in the gap on the quarterback.
He got the other Wassick.
Yeah.
2nd down, 15, 44-yard line for Catholic. Got to watch the deep ball here. Kreitcher's to the left. You got Clements out to the top. Wassick back to pass, sets up a screen to Kreitzer, breaking tackles at 40, still going 30, down to the 20, and upended at the 28-yard line.
Yeah,
Kreitzer.
Kreitzer, nice little slip screen. They need to get the ball to him more often if they can. Yeah, a little slip screen right around a bubble, actually a bubble screen, let's call it.
And he was upended, and coming up to upending was 15 for Greg Crossing, Coach.
Yeah.
Made the play back.
Yeah, Hill. Juju Hill.
So 1st and 10, football at the 28-yard line for Catholic. The Knights up 21-0, leading Great Crossing. High school football game of the week here on Prep Spin. Clements in motion near side. Reagan's in the backfield. Cuts it over the far side, 20, cuts it back down to the 17-yard line. Nice run by Alex Rand.
Super job of blocking out there by, I guess, Haddix and Young. Really nice job opening up that hole.
Kreitcher's out to the top close side. Clements is slot man to the left. Rands to the left of quarterback Wasik, who throws it out to Clements. Catches at the 15, cuts it back, and it gets down to the 5-yard line.
Got down to the 5. Nice little hit by Bunanex again.
He thought they pulled that one right off the. It was pretty close hitting the ground, but he pulled it off there.
Little baseball player. Shortstop scoop.
Yeah. Almost score.
Yeah.
Got it down to the 6-yard line.
That's the end of the quarter.
Yeah, first quarter comes to a close, and Catholic just dominates. 21-0 over Great Crossing here at Joseph K. Ford Stadium. We'll be back on Prep Spin after this timeout. And welcome back to Lexington Catholic. We'll go to the second quarter with the Knights dominating Great Crossing from Georgetown 21-0. And the Catholics got the ball first and goal at the 6-yard line, threatening to score again. And what has Catholic done, Coach? Why are they dominating this game?
Well, first of all, they're mixing it up real well. Their running game looks good. I attribute that to the blocking. The offensive line blocking, give those guys a shout-out anytime. They're just doing a great job. And then the passing game, Wasik's on tonight.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that, didn't we?
Yep.
Ran to the right. Wasik gives inside the rain. Alex said, hit hard. Nice play down there. Turned in by 75, Coach, of Great Crossing.
Yeah, the big dude
75, big guy, backup player, and his name?
Wilson.
Wilson.
Jacob Wilson. Hey, Gary, you said a big guy, 292.
290. Jacob Wilson. Second and goal, no gain on that play as Wilson met him right at the line of scrimmage. Ringing is to the right of Wasik, sends Clements in motion. Now he stops right, fakes to Rand, rolls right, tosses, and is caught in the end zone. Kreitcher went through the hands of Clements, right to Kreitcher.
Yeah, right to Kreitcher.
Sometimes you got to be opportunistic.
Yeah, you called that one right. Right through the hands of one into the other.
That was a great play by Kreitcher to keep the concentration. Look, it's right. That's a touchdown. Kreitcher says, thank you, Mr. Clements.
Look at Clements. He's holding his head going, oh, man, that could have been mine.
Now Kreitcher gets a touchdown and waiting with the extra point makes it up, and it's good. 28-0. Catholic on top with 11:22 to go in the first half here at Lexington Catholic. We'll give you some other scores. LCA was leading Christian Academy Louisville 7-0 was the early score there. Christian on top. We'll update you also on Tates Creek Dunbar. We come back on PrepSpin.com.
Warhawks are having trouble on the line of scrimmage, controlling it, the line of scrimmage. They'll hit you. They'll tackle. There's no question about that. But I just think they're being blocked, and they're kind of getting out of this game. It's getting away from them right now.
Highlands 35-7 over Ryle, Coach.
Oh, man.
And LCA leading Cal, and I'll get an update on Tates Creek in after this kickoff here. Kickoff is going to be deep, and Johnson goes back, brings it out to the 10, 15, 20, and returns it out beyond the 20-yard line. That time it was Isaiah Johnson, Coach. He decided to go up the far sideline like you suggested.
Yeah, that ball was kicked a lot deeper than the other ones have. Made it a little bit tougher for him.
21-yard line. Catholic does defense. They got Lusk, Cannon out there, Cannon Mackley. Also Bennett Williams. Catholic's defense looking very good tonight, Coach.
Looking very good. Offensively, very good.
Malachi. Michael Pettigrew is in there in the backfield. He gets a handoff. Pettigrew dancing, and he gets to the 24, and Catholic stops him right there. Pettigrew, the ball carrier.
Yeah, like 6 different people in on that tackle. That was really well done. Closed it off very quickly after a couple-yard gain.
Brady Wasik helped out along with others. 10:53 to go in the first half. Catholic 28-0 leading Great Crossing. Catholic has looked superb tonight, Coach.
They have.
They're firing on all cylinders. Pettigrew up to the 28-yard line. Got a couple, three maybe, be third down and 4. Pettigrew, the ball carrier. He was gang tackled again by the Catholic defense.
Right.
Moses was one of them that helped out.
Yeah, it looks like one of those things where the Walmart announcer gets on and says, we have a sale and such, and they all just run to the sale. So they're all over there.
They saw the blue light going,
didn't they? They saw the blue light, and they were all over it.
Third down. Let's see if Great Crossing can get some offense going here. Clark looks to pass. He's going to be pressured, and he's going to be hit and dropped. That's a good play by Cannon Mackley.
Excellent job by Cannon.
Tackle for loss.
Yeah, Cannon didn't give up on that. He was all over it. Again, that quarterback's quick. He is. He ducked that first tackle, but he couldn't get away from the big man.
Nope. Made a nice play, and it's going to be Pettigrew to punt the ball. So
that's the last thing they want to do is give the ball back to Catholic.
Duncan Gauntz back deep to receive the punt from Pettigrew. Snap. Pettigrew's punt. It's a pretty good punt.
Yeah, excellent.
Gauntz at the 40, 45, midfield.
Nice
Gauntz
pass.
gets down into a Great Crossing territory. 15-yard return after the catch. Gauntz, you love to see that, don't you, Coach?
Yeah, it showed a lot of courage.
Got a flag down on the play.
Yeah, we do. It was called back way down the field. Well, on about the 35-yard line, or give or take. Good job by the official. Personal foul against Catholic.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a little something after the play. Looked like a little shoving going on after.
So that'll move them back 15 yards, back to inside the 40-yard line, right?
Yep.
Personal foul against Lex Gath. That'll move it to 15. Let's see, they'll mark it off. Going inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. That's where the up man, Gauntz, returned the football right there at the 40 up to, then it was called back.
Yep. There we go. All right, they've squeezed their coverage in a little bit. Now they're rolling it.
Wasik gives it down the right side up to 45. Still going to 48-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, that was
Blair, Avon Blair, ball carrier. First time we've seen him carry the ball this year, isn't it?
Yeah, Zach Morris looked like I saw a rodeo the other night on TV, and it looked like that guy was wrestling a steer. Morris wrestled him down.
Second down and a yard. That was a nice run. Wasik back in the pocket, surveying. He's got time. Rolls to the right. Here's a flag down. That's going to be a hold. Throws it deep downfield. It's going to be, and in and out of the hands of Kreitzer. He dropped one just like the last time. Clements dropped one into his hands in the end zone. He drops it wide open.
Gary, he had to wait for it too long. It was one of those things where it was a fly ball to center field, and he had to wait for it.
It would have came back anyway, Coach, because we had a hold against Catholic. So brought it back, and that would have been if Kreitzer catches that, would have been his second TD tonight.
Yeah. Officials are doing a good job tonight and giving us the signals and everything.
Yeah, that really
Really
helps
good
us.
job. It helps a lot.
8:35 to go in the first half, 28-0. What we got coming up at halftime, Coach?
I've got UFOs. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk a little bit about some rules, too, in the game.
Good stuff, Coach. Our halftime entertainment, UFOs, and all that good calls by Coach Mike Meehan. And King of Stream, boy, you're more fit along with Joe.
Joe Allen, man.
Joe Allen, he's the man.
Expert photographer.
Yep, a great videographer. Here's give to Joaquin Pariah. Pariah around the left side, breaks a tackle up to the 47-yard line.
Yep, he's a factor now in this team. I always said that Catholic needed a good, strong runner. Pariah is more like a scat back.
Yeah.
But he shows a lot of speed.
I think the Knights like these uniforms tonight, Coach. That's why they're playing so good.
That's probably one of the reasons.
Third, kids like to look good. You know how that is. They like to look sharp.
Maybe a good pregame meal, know, who knows.
Third down and short. Wasik gives inside to Joaquin, and he takes a first down to the 40, gets the nose of the football into Gray Crossing territory. First down, Knights.
I'm telling you what, I am so impressed with Schlarman, Joe Schlarman. He's aggressive. I mean, he's not blocking downfield. He's blocking upfield. He's blocking downtown. He's blocking uptown.
He gets that from his daddy up there, right up there in heaven.
That's right. Ooh.
And here's a give around the left side, and he takes it down to the 40-yard line, and that's Avon Blair again. Second time he's carried the ball this year.
Gary, I think I'm going to focus on these offensive linemen. I'm seeing some very, very good play tonight.
Gambrell is in there along with, let's see, Kern. Kern is in. They got Douglas 34, Taste Creek nothing. So Taste Creek 3-0. Maybe they hadn't played anybody. Wasik rolling right, cuts it back, 30, 25, and chased down and tackled from behind. Who was that that got him, Coach?
I think it was 44.
Yeah, Clayton. Logan Clayton chased him down.
Yeah, that was a nice job of him, of Wasik running the football that time.
Let's watch this again, Coach.
Yeah, and they sealed the backside. That might have been a little RPO there.
Yeah.
Might have to start looking for that.
Nice run by Wasik, Jackson Wasik. He was a starter last year for Catholic on that great team. Motion by Clements. And there was movement in the backfield. Wasik rolls out, chased, and he's looking to throw a touch pass, throws it out of bounds, incomplete.
Gary, you called that. There should have been a penalty on that play. There were two players moving at the same time. Although, it's legal to move backwards, but only one of you, not two of you.
So it'll be second down and 10, 28-0. If you're wondering what the rules are in high school and KHSAA, it has to be a 36-point spread for it's a running clock. So we're about a touchdown and a field goal away from that, or extra point maybe. Pass Kreitzer, 20. Breaking tackles, 15, 10, 5, and he's tripped up. And who saved that touchdown there for Greg Crossing?
I'll tell you who saved it is the Turf Monster saved it.
Oh, the Turf Monster. But I was looking at the linebacker, Clayton, who was falling on top of him after the Turf Monster got him.
He stumbled right there on about the 12, 15, 13-yard line.
If you're Catholic and you score, do you go for two, Coach?
No. You don't go for two. You want to.
You don't rub it in their face.
No, you're not thinking. No, you're just not thinking of a running clock.
Yeah, Wasik.
What you're thinking of is executing.
Gets a keeper inside, and he walks into the end zone. He faked the Clements. They thought he was going to get the sweep toss, and he cut it back inside. He was wide open, walked in. Touchdown, Wasik. I believe that's his first touchdown rushing this year.
I think it is too, but that's we missed one. The game we didn't do.
Wasik with the TD makes it 34-0. Let's see what they're going to do here. Wasik staying into there. They're going to go for 2 points, Coach.
I disagree with that. But Not the coach.
Going to go for 2, and Catholic trying to make it a running clock with half the second quarter remaining. Catholics look very strong tonight. Wasik takes a snap, keeps it, and he's going to try to get in, and the second effort, does he get in? And Wasik got in with the second effort.
And a little help from his friends.
Yeah, from all his friends. They shoved him in. 36-0, a running clock from here on out for Lexington Catholic on top of Great Crossing.
You're going to see some reserves now.
Yep. So beer. 36-0 Catholic with 6:15 to go in the first half. Charlie Spiller has it teed up. Going to kick it off. Johnson's back deep for Great Crossing. Isaiah. Here's the kick. It's going to be to the goal line. Isaiah brings it out to the 15, to the 23-yard line. Johnson with the return. And let's see who made the – it was Moses. Moses makes a lot of tackles on that kickoff team.
Moses does.
At C-May Park, but he finds them in the middle of that. I don't know where. But
I think it was a collision. Two players ran into each other there and slowed him down a little bit.
Well, Coach, since we're talking rules at halftime, tell us the things that can stop the clock with a running clock.
Well, injuries, of course.
Injuries.
Timeouts. Timeouts would
timeouts.
stop it. And between scores.
GRC's up 14-7 over Henry Clay. 5:30 to go in the official timeout. That's another thing to stop the clock, Coach. That answers one of our other questions.
Right.
And officials stop the clock. It's a running clock, 36-0. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised Catholic's playing this well. I'm surprised they're beating Great Crossing this badly. Great Crossing.
Whoa.
Clark, and he's pulled down. Johnson pulled down by Moses.
Moses accelerated right through there.
We got some new backs. Also in there for Great Crossing, Coach number 40 is in there at running back. Check him out for me, number 40 for Great Crossing. Backup running back.
Number 40 is Bryce Hammond, 6'1", a senior.
He's slot to the right side, twins to the left, and a penalty flag down. Now they're stopping the clock here too, Coach. That's a timeout.
Yeah,
timeout by Catholic on that? I believe so.
Yes.
4:52 to go in the second quarter, 36-0 Catholic. Let's update you. LCA was leading Cal 7-0 in the ball game. Douglas over Tates Creek 34-0. I think that was a halftime score. And Henry Clay was getting beat 14-7 by GRC. I know. You look at that score last week when Great Crossing beat Henry Clay 41-0. You thought they'd come in here and give Catholic all they wanted, Coach. It's 36-0, the running clock for Catholic with 4:52 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Catholic's running on all cylinders, too. Every part of their games as well.
Wasik's not only throwing it with really a lot of efficiency, he's also running it with efficiency.
Yeah. Hey, a little shout-out. Not asked for a shout-out, but I'm going to do it anyway. Karen and Joe McMillan, Dr. Karen and Dr. Joe McMillan, working over at Simpson Optical They're my eye specialist people. And their son Kyle played for Lexington Catholic back in the day. He's doing real well too. So any of you out there, if they're not watching Prep Spin and you do know them, tell them I said hello and that I really appreciate what they do.
Appreciate all you folks watching tonight. We have, I know, some listeners and viewers over in Georgetown watching Great Crossing, and Lexington Catholic fans watching here. Clark keeps it, rolls to the left, 25, and run out of bounds there. And there to run him out of bounds was Cashman, Michael Cashman.
Yeah, they're still trying to hit that edge as hard as they can, but that's still going to bring a 3rd and long up, and they've not had any luck in 3rd and long.
Catholic has just done really a couple penalties, but other than that, nothing wrong.
No, they've been smooth.
Clark back to pass, getting pressure, rolls to the right, throws back, and with that's hard to throw when you're rolling to the right, throwing with that left hand, Coach.
Yeah, and he was afraid to overthrow because there was a couple defenders back there would have intercepted it, just threw it in the dirt.
It's going to bring up a 4th down in a punting situation for Pettigrew. He'll punt again to Gantz of Lexington Catholic, already up 36-0.
Yeah, this is one of those games, Gary, where it would be tough to name a player of the game.
Yeah.
Because they've done so many things well, and pretty much the first half you have to look at.
Early on, it would be Wasik, the quarterback, in my opinion. At least he would be one you would turn it, look at it right away. Pettigrew's punt, end over end, coming up, catching it, and looks like Greg Crossing's got the ball as a hit was put on Kern. Greg Crossing came up with it at the 47-yard line.
Let's see that again if we can. That was a collision, serious collision.
Yeah, Gantz and the player from Greg Crossing met each other just as the ball came to Gantz. We're going to take a look at that again. Here it is.
Boom. He got sandwiched.
Yep, that was number 7 of Greg Crossing, Coach.
Yeah, that was a good piece of ham between 2 slices of rye bread or something. Dang, gone. Miguel Villalon, number 7.
First down at the 48. Referee calls timeout again. They're going to change the football.
A little meeting there, a little meeting of the minds. 4 officials, leave the referee out of it. We don't need you, white hat. Stay back there. Uh-oh, he's coming up.
He wants to be heard.
He's going to step in there to settle the problem. That's his job.
They're saying Catholic football.
It is Lexington Catholic football.
Ricky Bolin will be upset with that call. Why did they change that call, Coach?
I don't know. Let's look at it again. What happened there?
Maybe they're saying they didn't give him that halo, that area to return to football or something. I'm not sure.
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, there is a area that you have to allow the punt return man to return the ball. Maybe they're saying that he did not give him that space. I'm not sure. But anyway, Catholic gets the ball. Now they're going to talk about it. Now Ricky Bolin wants the Whitecap come over and clarify it for him, and now he's going to get in the – that's a timeout by Greg Crossing, and Ricky Bolin wants a Whitecap. He says, hey, come over here, referee.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to these guys. I want to talk to you.
They don't give me no solutions.
In high school football, there's not really a halo.
Well,
but you can't touch
I know
the receiver.
So there really is a halo or an area where you can't touch a receiver.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to touch that guy. Didn't it look like 2 guys hit him at the same time? One of his own team and then the other guy.
Yeah, well, on my call, I said it's Great Crossing football, and I'm not going to go against that. I still think it should be Great
I still
Crossing
think so, too.
But anyway, it's Catholic ball. They're up 36-0. It's a running clock, so, you know.
This is a serious discussion over there now.
Yeah.
Coach Boley is not happy at all.
No, he's not.
They're going to be looking at the Prep Spin broadcast, looking at the replay to make a real decision on that.
That's the only thing I could see on the replay is it looked like that Gantz didn't have enough room to return the ball, that there was a guy on top, and that's the only thing they could have called. because Great Crossing definitely recovered the football.
Yes, definitely.
And
For sure.
it went 12 yards, so it was the right yardage.
Yeah.
So anyway, Catholic will take over. Wasick will work out of the shotgun to the right. Here comes Clements. Gives it to him on a handoff. Clements up to midfield, hit hard, driven out there. Let's see who came over to get him. That was the linebacker, Zach Morris.
Morris, these guys, these linebackers are making most of the tackles on this team.
2:48 to go in the first half. At halftime coming up, Mike Meehan will have it all covered. UFOs and also a ruling, official ruling. Going by that book, aren't you, Coach?
I am.
Pass out the near side, caught, and no Pedrosian tonight, but that's big number 14 there.
Number 14, Cole Space for the night.
Cole Space, and that's the first time really we've seen Cole Space this year.
Yeah,
early on against Highlands he played, but he hasn't played much since then. He got the catch that time. Cole Space, first down to the 40-yard line. Corn helped out on the play. Wasick fakes, passes out left side. Clements takes it down inside. Let's see where he has a 33-yard line, picks up about 6 yards.
Okay, now that play right there is something that I wanted to see. Wasick's arm. Throwing from the hash to the far sideline is a tough throw for any quarterback.
Yep.
And he made that throw quite well. That showed a lot of strength in his arms.
Wasick's really getting better as we go, Coach. Every game was getting a little better. Give to Joaquin, and he's upended in the backfield. Pereira, and he's hit by the linebacker, Clayton.
He's limping a little bit. Yeah, shake that off now, Mr. Clayton.
That might have been 47, Coach. You see who 47 is for?
21 was the one that made the tackle.
Well, it was 47 got up limping is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, him too?
Yep.
20.
Wasick looking to air it out. Throws it down the middle, and it's incomplete all as it can't handle it. And that was Space again, Cole Space.
That was a nice coverage that time. They were all over. Hey, you know what? That was close to being the volleyball play we saw here a couple years
ago. Yeah. That thing was tipped by 3 different players.
It was. It bounce, and then
I think that made Sports Center.
It did. I know. It was
That's one of King's 49, I think, Sports Center top 10s. Something like that.
Awesome.
4th down and 6. 27 seconds. Low snap. Picks it up. Fires it. It's caught into the 20. Take it down, and let's see. That's making the catch. Aiden Flugner with the catch. They're going to stop the clock with a timeout. Catholic wants more, Coach.
They want more in this quarter?
Yeah, they're up 36-0. First down for the Knights with 13 seconds. They're up 36-0.
Well, I tell you what, I've seen some subs coming in there, and they do a great job. A well-coached football team, I'll tell you.
Yeah, Catholic is very well coached. I think Nick Bosch has the machine moving. They got a tough test next week against LCA in the Holy War down at Lexington Christian. So Catholic with that one. And we'll have that game next Friday, LCA and Catholic. Then we'll have the Dunbar and Simon Kent game on the 22nd at Dunbar.
That'd be great. It's my old stomping grounds. That game next week could be one of those barn burners, Gary.
I tell you, it's shaping up to be because Catholic showing they're one of the top teams in 3A. Joaquin Pereira splits to the left. Motion by Gambrell. Fake to him. Wasick back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to roll to the right. Looking. Throws it back toward the middle and knocked away there. Good play.
No.
Turned in by the linebacker there. And that's number 14 making that play, Caden Bays.
I think that Wasick was trying to pad his stats a little bit. He tried to throw late across the middle, and that's something you don't do.
Well, we're at halftime, and Catholic leads 36-0. We'll come back with halftime after these timeouts, and Mike Meehan will have some stats provided from the staff people at Great Crossing, 36-0. Catholic on top of Great Crossing. We'll be back after this.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Before cheering on the Cats at Reps, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We know you need banking to be fast and easy. We help with personalized services like mobile deposit. Get the app today and snap, deposit. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Before cheering on the Cats at Rep, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We're invested in Kentucky, and more importantly, in you. Whitaker Bank understands our communities and its people because we're from here. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Welcome back to Joseph K. Ford Stadium here in the beautiful campus of Lexington Catholic High School, where the score at halftime is a 36-0 halftime I guess we could just call it a beatdown by Lexington Catholic. Everything's going right. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But first we want to do the thing that we always do at halftime. Those of you that are new listeners or new watchers on Prep Spin, over the years, in my coaching years, of about 35 years of coaching, the one thing I remember for sure is the way that there are so many people involved in the program that help you and that do so much for you, and yet don't get a lot of credit for what they do. So we started something called the UFOs, the Unheralded Football Overachievers. And what these things are, I asked the coaches a week before the game to give me the name and some information on somebody or buddies involved in their program who go above and beyond but don't get a lot of credit for what they do. So let's start with the visiting team, Great Crossing. Coach Ricky Bowling right away got back to me, and he said he would like to honor as his UFOs the student trainers on the football team. The student trainers are Paige Adams, Presley Adams, Jaden Boggs, and Annie Lawson. Paige and Presley Adams, they're sisters of the starting right guard on the team, Preston Adams. Presley has worked with us for 2 seasons now and is the hardest working person in the football program. She assists our athletic trainer and helps our program in a variety of ways each day while also taking part in working at a part-time job. Paige and Annie are both highly involved with helping with our athletic trainers while also being our media coordinators, taking photos during the week of practice and games for freshmen, JV, and varsity. Jaden Boggs, also an extremely hard worker that is always willing to help out in any way she can. And this is a quote from Coach. He says, "I'm extremely proud of these young women and their selflessness to work hard and pride they put into their responsibilities for our program, while also taking care of business in the classroom." So congratulations to Paige Adams, Presley Adams, Jaden Boggs, and Annie Lawson, the UFOs, the Unheralded Football Overachievers for the Great Crossing Warhawks. Coach Bowling, nice job. Now let's take a look at the UFOs for Lexington Catholic. Coach Bosch for Lexington Catholic wanted his athletic trainers to be, this coincidentally, by the way, both teams doing their athletic trainers. His athletic trainers are Mike Smith, Lindsey Ball, Amanda Dunas. A quote from Coach, "They keep our guys healthy and help them return to playing as soon as possible. We are incredibly lucky to have them and thankful for what they do. We are also thankful for our partnership with the Lexington Clinic for our trainers." Now, when these coaches talk about their trainers, it's very important that everybody watching this and listening to this broadcast understand they're an integral part of the program. These students that are athletic trainers working with the main athletic trainer, these assistants are doing a wonderful job. Their job is not only to keep them healthy, to get them back on the field, but to get them on the field the right way. You know, these athletic trainers will not release a kid until he is cleared to come back and play. They look at every possible thing. So congratulations to the UFOs, the Unheralded Football Achievers from both teams. One of the things I want to real quick mention, when we talk about rules, sometimes the rules are just simple and they're really it's almost ridiculous to mention them, but they do that. They give a little break. This is one that was a quick thing that they did this year, and that is they absolutely allow any different color towel on the players on the field. See, in the past, they kind of demanded that everybody wear the same towel, the same color. And, you know, that's almost impossible to do in these situations. So they allowed that to go on now. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, Gary, is what we call, some people don't understand when I'm mentioning RPOs. RPOs, and we're going to simplify this for you. RPOs in the lexicon of football are run past option plays. Run past option. Okay, so we have exclusively the team. In order to have an RPO, you got to be in a shotgun formation. Usually you have one running back on either side of the quarterback, sometimes more than one. The quarterback is 5 to 7 yards deep, receives the snap, And it starts out, all RPAs start out as run play. The offensive linemen block it as a run, period. They don't know what it's going to be. The quarterback makes a decision, but they block as a run. But they've got to be really careful not to get down the field because that would be illegal. They drive their players off the ball, but remember not to go too far downfield. The running back treats it as a run play. He makes a pocket. He is trained to run full speed, always anticipating getting the ball. Wide receivers usually run quick routes. So they run slants and outs and quick outs and so on. Sometimes they run a fly deep, but normally they're quick outs. Then there's something, and what happens is the quarterback reads it. Usually he counts numbers. If the numbers are for a run, he'll give the ball off. If the numbers favor a pass, he'll pull the ball from the running back, who thinks he's going to get it, by the way, and throws the ball down the field. Again, you can see what I said. If the linemen get too far downfield, that could be illegal. So they try to keep it short. Excuse me. There's something called a pre-snap RPO. A pre-snap RPO usually means that the quarterback sees the number right away and he makes a decision before the ball's even snapped as far as that goes. So you also have post-snap RPOs. Example is the quarterback reads the middle linebacker or the strong safety. They are his keys in this. If they move forward on the snap or stay put, the quarterback will think pass. If they drop, if the middle linebackers drop, then he thinks run right away. All right, we're going to get away from here right now for a minute. We'll be right back in just a minute or two for the second half of this football game. You're on PrepSpin.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Spiller on the kick for Lexington Catholic to start the second half, and back deep Johnson for Gray Crossing. Spiller will get us started in the second half with a running clock. Spiller into it, and the second half is underway. Johnson will go back in the end zone, touchback. That's what we used to see all the time last year from DeGraff. Touchbacks, we never saw any returns. Catholic will play defense on this 36-0 Knights lead over Gray Crossing. Gray Crossing, a team that came in with a big win over Henry Clay, 41-0 last week. And tonight they're getting it handed to them at Catholic, 36-0 here at halftime. Then we start the second half, Coach. And I tell you, if anything, what can Gray Crossing do?
They've got to maintain something. They've got to get some pride, and they have to maintain a running game if they can to start off with.
Clark to Johnson, runs it up the middle, maybe 3 yards, knocked backwards by a host of people. Cannon Mackley was there. Let's see who else gets up off that pile. One of the other down linemen, that's big 64, Cristiano Cardarelli. Yeah, I love some of these names, Coach.
I love that one name. That Cristiano Cardarelli, that's either a mafia member or a guy that owns a great, big, beautiful Italian restaurant.
Here's the give to Johnson. He's up to the 24-yard line to be 3rd down and 6. Third down, and Great Crossing trying to get something going. They really haven't been able to do that much of anything tonight offensively.
Right, and I apologize that the Carterella found me, but I grew up in the Pittsburgh area, and there were a lot of Italians up there that had great restaurants and a few other things that they got into.
Of the organized variety, right?
Yeah, the organized variety. But I'm not saying that,
Yeah,
that family,
right. And Clark takes around the left side. He's going to throw it.
Nice.
And it's caught up in the midfield. Nice run, taking it down to the 45-yard line as a catch was made, and it was hauled in by Mason Euler, and boy, has a nice job. Picked up 25 yards on this one, Coach.
And it was an excellent throw on that left-handed quarterback. He throws off that back foot and gets it down the field. Wasik, by the way, made the tackle, and he brought that tackle up, brought that right arm around and tried to knock the ball out of his hand.
Did.
Really nice technique.
That's a good call, Coach, because I saw him trying to cause that fumble immediately. Clark fakes to Johnson, keeps it himself, tries to cut it back right side. He gets to the end. Boy, what a nice tackle over there. Turned in, and that's number 1. That's Sammy Smith. What a tackle.
Yeah, that's a tough time. He's on an island over there. The Jackson broke that line of scrimmage and had a nice little run going there.
But Sammy Smith would not be denied. If he doesn't make that tackle, quarterback is going to get another 10 yards, maybe more. Maybe more.
Focus on that belt buckle, because where his belly goes, his body's going to go. You can't go for his feet. You can't take a head fake.
Clark and Johnson with Lewis out to the top. Give it around the right side, and he's going to be stopped at the 40-yard line. That was a backup running back, Coach. That was Ballard, the running back.
Yeah, I saw that. Just brought him in.
First time he's carried the ball tonight.
Yep.
It's been Johnson. Pettigrew's carried it a few times.
Yeah.
It's primarily the Johnson show tonight when they run the ball, and now they got Ballard in there at running back.
Yeah, Johnson and Jackson, the quarterback, just done most of the carries.
Yeah.
They run that short back. They're bringing an extra blocker in there right now.
Third and short.
For
Ballard pulls his way down to the 38-yard line, stop short of the first down. Fourth down at about a yard and a half.
Well, you certainly have to go for it for sure here in this situation.
Brady Wasik was in there with his helmet. A lot of helmets of the football for Catholic.
It's Greg Crossing. There's no quitting this team. I'll tell you that. They're pushing hard down the field. I like the fact that they brought that extra blocker into the right behind the offensive line of scrimmage. Quarterback's right under center, Gary. Good job. That's a first down.
Johnson, and that might have been Ballard, the backup back. And to see, no, it was Johnson. What happened? But me. That's a first down for Greg Crossing at the 33-yard line. Johnson is the back behind Clark. And there's a give to Johnson. Good running. Takes it to the 10 and then tackled finally right there. It coming up to getting was Sam Clements.
Yeah, Sam Clements just saved that.
Saved
one.
the tackle. Saved the touchdown. Yeah. You know, this young man right here, number 6, he had 200 yards plus, and 3 touchdowns last week against Henry Clay. Tonight he's been stopped pretty much in his tracks except for that run right there.
Yeah, Lexington, the Knights' defensive line has done a super job.
Clark gives to Johnson inside. He's still running. And I see Cannon Mackley in there making a play on Isaiah Johnson. And Bennett Williams was in there as well on the play, but Mackley and Williams.
He drove the pile pretty well down the field.
Got down to the 8-yard line.
Yes, sir. It looks like he's bouncing outside. That might be a little outside zone play where he can read it and bounce outside or turn it up inside.
We're halfway through this third quarter, 6 minutes to go in the third. 36-0, Lexington Catholic over Great Crossing. Catholic had Corbin last week, Madison Central and Highlands, and next week they play LCA. Beating Cal tonight at halftime. We'll get an update on that for you. Clark rolling, set, and he's going to breaks a tackle, Rolling right in. He rolled break to Cannon Mackley as he buckles him up. And Mackley might have shaken him up at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, he's down over there on the far sideline. Again, that stops the clock. Officials need to stop that clock. Thank you.
So they'll stop the clock and attend to Clark. He's shaken up. Good effort. This would not go down. Then Cannon Mackley came and finished there. You see his knee.
His knee or his ankle on the right side. Yeah.
He's holding his
left.
He's holding his left leg as he went down.
Yeah.
So 5:19 in the third quarter.
He's done a heck of a job pushing that tackle.
Yeah, Wassick had him in the backfield, the linebacker. Then Cannon Mackley there for Lex Gath, and Buckles is up. And
yeah, his knee looked like he twisted his knee. Yeah, bringing another quarterback in, Gary.
So we'll find out that new quarterback.
Number 14.
Yeah, we'll step out, come back here on Press Spin, 36-0 Catholic. 5:19 to go in the third quarter. They give now, and that's going to be Johnson. It's going to be fourth down. Caden Bays, the junior quarterback, has come in. Caden Bays is the quarterback now for Clark. It went out after that injury. Down 4:44 to go in the third. 36-0 Catholic leads Great Crossing. Great Crossing, this is their deepest penetration opportunity, Coach.
It has been. It's first one. It's fourth down, though. This is a crucial situation. You got a brand-new quarterback coming in a crucial situation like this. It's tough.
Now they got Clark back in there. So
Clark's back in.
Clark, the starter's back in there. Clark rolling left, and he's rolling left. Gets to the 5, trying to get to the pylon. He dives in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Clark.
Good job by Jeremiah Clark. Comes back in from that injury and dives to the pylon. Gets the first score for Great Crossing.
Yeah, that was nice, boy. He wanted it bad, too. Look at this. Oh, he's got it for sure. Nice job.
Didn't show any signs of that injury, did he?
No, it might have scared him a little bit. Sometimes you tweak your knee, twist it, kind of scares you a little bit, but he came right back in and did a heck of a job.
Jack Harold will kick the extra point out of the hold of Bays. Placement down, kick up, and it is good. 36-7, Catholic leads Great Crossing. 4:11 to go in the third quarter here at Lexington Catholic. We'll be back on the Minky Beef Jerky Game of the Week on Press Spin. Harold set to kick off for Great Crossing. They just scored on a run by the quarterback Stewart. 36-7 onside kick, and they get the ball at the 43-yard line. Good kick and good onside kick coverage by Isaiah Johnson.
That was one of the best onside kicks I've seen in the last couple of years. Excellent The ball bounced. It hit, bounced, popped up. Went 10 yards. The question is, did someone block before it?
It's going to be Greg Crossing ball at the 48-yard line. We'll get some updates for you. Douglas leading Tates Creek big. And LCA was up on Cal at half, 7-0.
Those are two good football teams. I understand how that game could be close.
Greg Crossing at the 48-yard line. Clark gives us Johnson hit. Breaks it inside, and boy, I tell you, that was a good effort by Johnson. Did you see that, Coach?
Yes.
He had 2-3 defenders hitting him, and he still made positive yards on it when he should have been stopped for maybe a yard loss.
Well, they're motivated now. You know, they scored a touchdown, a nice job of running, and took the ball right down the field. Now they get the ball back on an onside kick. It gives you some motivation. You want to do something right.
Jeremiah Clark, he came in from that injury and got that nice touchdown run. He gives now to Johnson up the gut, and he dives down to the 43-yard line to be third down about 5 for Great Crossing. And a couple of players in there. I saw Aiden Flugner in there making the stop.
Yeah, they look like they still have a lot of starters in there on defense. But
Caden Nelson's still in there, corner out on the left seam out there on the island.
Yep.
Third down and 5 for Clark. Back to pass. Rolls right. And he's going to tuck it and to the line and down, gets to the marker, and he's got the first down, I believe. It's a good effort.
We have in this game, we have two really tough quarterbacks. Wasick and Clark are just they're tough.
Yep. First down there by Clark on that effort with a minute 45 to go in the first half. Clock running, 36-7. Catholic on top. I'm going to have an injured player down cramping for Catholic. That's Aiden Flugner. Flugner's shake it up. So, Coach, we'll keep it right here and tell everybody that next week we'll have the Holy War, Lexington Christian and Lexington Catholic. And that's going to – what is that? How many games have we done of that series?
I think 4.
Oh, we done more than that. We did some games on radio.
Oh, that's
as well.
right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I mean, that series we've probably done about 15 of them. And you never know going into that. I mean,
no, you don't.
Christians got a good team. They played Cal tonight. They were up at halftime. And Catholic's obviously a good team in 3A. I think they'll make some noise in 3A. So you got 2A number 1 team Christian and 3A the number 5 ranked team Catholic.
And and they're close together. It's just right down the road here at Riddles Road.
2 miles apart.
2 miles apart. And usually those games aren't what you expect. You would expect a whole lot of offense in that game next week.
Could be a lot of defense.
It could be a lot of defense.
Because Catholic's defense has really come to play tonight. And they've looked good, really, against Corbin. They looked pretty good, too. But Corbin's defense was probably number 1 defense in the state.
I think so. Yeah, I really do. It's pretty.
I don't know how X or Trinity or Male, any of those teams could have any better defense than Corbin. That was Johnson in the middle, spinning down to the 30. Football comes out, and let's see, they got it. Let's see what the officials rule as Williams coming out with the football.
They said he was down.
Okay, so they said Bennett Williams to get the ball till later. But Catholic was trying to sell it, but they're not buying it, I guess.
Here we go. He's spinning. It was close. His butt might have been down.
That was one of those instantaneous.
Right.
Under a minute to go in the third. Back to pass. Right side incomplete. And the intended receiver was McGuffey. He dropped the ball.
Took a lick. That's what he did.
Second down and long. Clock running, 35 seconds to go.
I'm not sure. That might have been Brady Wasick that hit him.
Brady Wasick is a player, I'm telling you. Young man is a hitter. For Catholic, it's going to be a battle next year preseason for who's going to be quarterback, Kern or Wasick, the younger Wasick. And to give right side, and it's Ballard down inside the 30, the 28-yard line.
Kern's such a valuable receiver, though, you know?
Yeah, he's a pretty decent quarterback, too. Of course, I asked William, the king of stream, and he's seen him play quite a bit here at Catholic and JV games and stuff. He said he's really good. That's going to do it for the third quarter. Third quarter comes to a close. Had Great Crossing won that quarter. They won at least one quarter. They trail 36-7 to Lexington Catholic. Will come back for the fourth quarter after this timeout.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We know you need banking to be fast and easy. We help with personalized services like mobile deposit. Get the app today and snap, deposit. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Back at Lexington Catholic, where the Knights lead 36-7 here as the fourth quarter starts here at home of the Lex Cath Knights at Joseph K. Ford Stadium. Clark's Pump and Shop, Crown Trophy. Some of the great sponsors here on Pregame: Howard Real Estate since 1974. Ken's Autos over in Paris. Proud sponsor, Lexington Diagnostic Center, Open MRI. Fourth down and short. Clark up under center, gives right side. Johnson got the first down. 10-5, touchdown, Johnson.
Oh, boy, I tell you
that's a
what.
running they had last week against Henry Clay.
Nice job. They're really looking good here. I don't know whether we had a lot of subs in there for Catholic or not, but it doesn't look good for that defense right now. If they have a lot of subs, they need work.
That was a fourth down, Coach.
Yes. Accelerated through. Look at that.
And, Caleb Nelson tried to get him, but he ran right through that tackle.
Yes, he did.
And they're going to come in, stops the clock, that touchdown, 11:53. Clark's going for twos. He brings the play in from the sideline for Great Crossing. It's got wide out split to both sides. The lone back is Pettigrew. They get to Pettigrew, trying to bull it around right now. He's trying to break it outside. Still breaking to the pylon. Did he get it? I think he did.
Yes, he did.
Good effort, yes. He dove to the pylon. He's shaking up a little bit, and that makes it 36-15. 11:53 to go in the ball game. And that's 15 unanswered here by Great Crossing, Coach.
Look at this good filming by Joe Allen over here.
His knee was down, but he placed the ball over the pylon at the same time as his knee went down, so that's a score.
Yep. Knock that pylon. By the way, for those who aren't sure about this, the pylon is inbounds in the end zone.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Yeah.
Inbounds in the end zone.
So he got the pylon. His knee was down, but that's the 2-point conversion's good. Michael Pettigrew ran it in, 36-15. So who knows? We're going to see another onside kick. We saw the best onside kick we've seen in a couple of years by Great Crossing to get the recovery.
I believe that Lexington Catholic is going to be ready for this one.
They should be.
Now, here's the thing, if they do onside kick, people, is the rule in high school football is you can't block before the ball is touched by the receiving team. So you can't be down there blocking people away from the ball. And that sometimes is not called. It's very difficult for the officials to see that because it's almost instantaneous.
Yes. Blair back, receive. Here's the onside kick to the left, fair catch called. Nice job there by Jackson Wasick. I don't think I've ever seen Wasick in on a kick return before.
They put the hands team in there, that's why.
Well, he's good at everything, isn't he?
Put the hands team in. That's an excellent job, by the way, of well coached to call fair catch on those.
Catholic 36, Great Crossing 15. Here at Lexington Catholic, only 15 points scored this half by Great Crossing. Johnson with a nice run on it. 4th down and 2. Give around the left side. Caleb Nelson up to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, you don't want to give him more than a crack because he'll be gone. Pretty nice job there.
Kreitzer's out to the left. There's he number 11. You got Kern, Williams, and Nelson out to the top. Out of the here's Wasik. Screen pass set up to Kern. He's to the midfield stripe, 45-yard line, and a nice run down inside the 38-yard line and a penalty flag down. And the hit was made by Gavin Moore.
Now look at this perfectly executed screen. Little slip screen. Gets right upfield, right away.
Gets down to 38 for Moore. Make that kind of late flag.
I don't know what that was against.
Holding against Catholic.
Yeah, that was an excellent executed play, except for the hold, obviously. But it was a really nice job of running the slip screen. And what you teach these receivers, they got to catch it on the run, and they got to turn upfield. They can't just keep running to the inside.
A small detail there, Coach, holding.
It is. It's small detail.
Small detail.
Great play, small detail, holding.
They got it at midfield, first down and 10. Wasik looking over toward the sidelines. Got triple receivers out to the far side. Wasik takes the snap, gives inside and running with it, and that's going to be Joaquin Pereira. Pereira gets to the 48-yard line. Joaquin Pereira, boy, he really turned on the Jets in the first half on that TD run, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's another one of those guys that if he gets a little seam, he gets in the secondary.
They had Walker Hall the last couple of years here, and he was a brood. He was a real good running back, and I think he went to Center College, I think.
Yep, he was good.
Here comes Nelson, a motion fake to him, give it up the middle. Joaquin Pereira down to the 40-yard line, down to the 39.
See, I like what I'm seeing here now. Lexington Catholic, they're ahead.
Pereira.
9 minutes to go in the game. We got a good lead. What they're doing is just taking the time off the clock. They're running the ball well, throwing little slip screens. I'd be surprised if they try to beat them deep one time. But
I don't know. Wasik is we got to be thinking about that star of the game, Coach.
Yeah.
Wasik, minor leading candidate. He's back in the pocket. Rolls to the right. He's going to throw it out there.
That's a lateral.
And they're going to jump back on Joaquin Pereira. He was going to let the ball go, and here came the linebacker, Morris, to jump on it. Joaquin Pereira said, I better get on the ball.
I think somebody yelled. I yelled. Maybe you heard me. I don't know.
Maybe he did because, the window's open.
Yeah. That's a definite lateral, man. You got to get on that thing. So that puts them. Now, let's see. This is
second
interesting.
and 18.
All right,
Coach.
I like this. This gives them an opportunity to reach in their playbook and see if they got something here.
Second down, 18. 8 minutes, 50 seconds to go. 36-15. Wasik. Back to pass. Throws it left side and incomplete. A diving effort there by Nelson.
Yeah.
Thrown behind him.
Threw it behind him. He pulled the trigger on it pretty quick, but I think he had a little extra more time. He could have let him get a little more open. It's good. He's had a good game, though. That's probably, 2 passes maybe all game that he missed through.
2 or 3. We were thinking we were going to get some stats from the Great Crossing team, but haven't gotten any. Catholic doesn't provide us stats. Catch made by Kreitzer. To mark him at the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
Great catch by Kreitzer. He should have known where the first marker, first down marker was.
That's what the coaches.
Come on, Justin. I mean, you're too good to do Jackson Kreitzer. You're too good to stop a yard short, just turn around, get another yard, and go upfield. You got the first down.
Yeah, you got to know where the sticks are. And
4th and about a yard.
He'll be coached on that, Gary.
Yeah, they'll tell him about that in the viewing session, won't they?
Yep.
Inside handoff.
Oh, nice tackle from behind.
To the line. I don't think you got it, Coach.
Number 10.
That was Alex Rand. I don't think you got it.
Yeah, number 10 just jumped in there and got him.
That was the outside linebacker, Clayton Shaddix.
Yeah.
Boy, he's
nice
played
job.
a nice game. 4th down, they stopped him. So they stopped him on 4th down as Rand can't get the first down. And this second half is, they turned the tide a little bit. Great Crossings played much better football.
Yeah, I think they showed themselves.
Made adjustments.
Yes, they did. And They never quit. They came back in that second half out of the locker room just raring to go.
Yep, they're raring to go, all right. Got that onside kick, and that helped.
That did help, Gary. I'm glad you mentioned that. That was a momentum changer.
Really helped the Warhawks' effort. They got first down at the 30. Clark back to pass, looking. It's going to step up and throw it deep, and it's going to be intercepted. No, Nelson's got a case of the drops tonight, Coach.
That would have been a tough one, but you're right.
Nelson's caught one ball, he's dropped 4.
Yeah. Let's see that again if we can.
Yeah, Nelson might have dropped that one on purpose because that would have been a great punt.
Nah, he didn't drop that on purpose. It slipped.
Brings up second down. They give to Johnson, and he gets a couple of yards.
Oh. Boy, I tell you, third down and long.
Williams and Moses in on the play.
Now they're going to go in their playbook and try to find something with 5:45 to go in the game.
36-15. It was 36-0 at halftime, Coach, so Great Crossing has won the second half.
They have so far.
Clark, waiting for the snap, gets it, back, steps up, happy feet, throws his, across his body to the 35-yard line.
Made about 4 yards on the play.
And that catch was made by Javante Dean. I think that's his first catch tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I think so.
Mackley helped out on the play.
Mackley's all over the field.
Five minutes to go.
Clark is he's slick, Gary. He can really shake off.
He's elusive. 4th down and 5. Needs the first down. Comes over, got a catch made. First down up to the 42-yard line. The catch was hauled in. It was hauled in by Teron Lewis. First down. 42-yard line.
Now, Jeremiah Clark's a sophomore, Gary.
Yes, we said that in the pregame.
I'm saying he's going to be something.
And Johnson's only a junior. Clark rolling left, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Going way downfield to his intended receiver, which was Mason Euler.
Yeah, he kind of overthrew him that time. He just cranked back and threw it. He was in a little bit of trouble out there.
This is pride. You know what that is? It's pride. They were down 36-0. They've outscored Catholic 15-0. Trying to get another score here late in the ball game. Make it a pride game, Coach.
I think so, too. I think the coaches have a lot to look at and a lot to work on. They're playing against, the
number 5 team in the state in 3A.
Yeah, they can learn some things from this game.
Clark gives to Johnson, and he's running the 50 stiff arms a man. First down to the 40-yard line, and finally he's going to be run out by Gambrell.
Gambrell swung him out of bounds.
At the 40.
Yeah, they're actually playing really well in there. Now they got some big guys back in on defense, on the defensive line.
Who's big number 76, Coach, for Catholic?
Number 70.
Big nose tackle.
Yeah.
76. He's not a starter.
Yeah, Dudek. Jacob Dudek.
Johnson going to be hit, spun around, and he'll go down. Jack White, number 9, making the stop. 2:50 to go. So Catholic dominated the first half, 36-0. Great Crossing has won the second half, Coach, no doubt about it.
No kidding.
Clark throws it deep and incomplete.
He's just throwing the ball down the field.
Hunter Moody, the intended receiver.
We'll run some receivers deep and try to get lucky or maybe get an interference call.
He's got a third down now, and that's going to be a big third down for Jeremiah Clark with a Ballard, the running back. 2:10 to go in the ball game. And Cardarelli comes in for Kenny Mack, defensive end spot. 3rd down and 8. Clark rolls to the right, cuts it back, now rolls to the right again, throws it, and incomplete. His player fell down.
Yeah, he was in trouble again. He was being chased from the backside by the edge player, and the front side put pressure on him too. There was not a whole lot he could do with the ball.
Comes a 4th down, Coach. 36-15. Catholic on top with Mike Meehan, Gary Ball, and the King of Stream, William Warfield, and Joe Allen. Thanks for being with us on Prep Spin. Join us next week. We have LCA and Catholic. That'll be a great game.
Yeah, join in on us. Gary and I love that battle, and it's one of those things that we look forward to every year.
Clark, 4th down and 8, back in the pocket, whirls to the right, pocket breaks down, he rolls out of it. Clark looking, and he's going to be run out of bounds at 35-yard line.
Just didn't get there,
Short of the 1st down, so it'll be Catholic football with 55 seconds to go. So they're going to run the clock out, Coach. And Catholic will go to 2-2 with losses, to Highlands, a tough Highlands team that goes to 4-1 tonight, or 3-1, and a very good Corbin team who plays in a couple of weeks. They play Douglas.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. That defense against Douglas's offense.
Way back deep is Wasik, and I think he's in victory formation. Offside, and they don't call it. Wasik go down on the knee. And that's going to do it. The final score will be 36-15. Catholic wins the ball game. Stay with us. We'll have our post-game show. We'll talk to our star of the game, Coach. But I think it's going to be Jackson Wasik.
I think so, yes.
Wasik, yes, our star of the game. And we'll also talk to the younger Wasik, too, I believe, and Kenny Mackley. Those are the guys we'll talk to here on the post-game. We'll come back 36-15. Catholic wins it over Great Crossing. Yeah.
Don't you think so, Gary? You got a winner with Joe.
With what? What?
Preston would like to see Jackson and Brady Wasik and Ken Mackley in the press box after the game. Ken Mackley, Jackson, and Brady Wasik report to the press box.
At least one ear works, Coach. Get that.
Wasik, Brady Wasik, and Ken Mackley to the press box. Thank you very much.
Hey, Joe. William. Welcome back. We got the stars of the game, and I mean to tell you, the Wasicks were flying around tonight in deal. Brady Wasick, the sophomore linebacker, and the quarterback. We predicted a good game by Jackson, didn't we, Coach Meehan? We said Jackson Wasick have a good game. Brady, how you get in the backfield so easily?
Just find my gaps and trust my coach's calls.
Instinctual, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You do it by instinct. Was there any point tonight that when you got in the game that you said, I'm going to tear these guys up?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this since last year, watching my brother ball out, and it's just been a joy to play with him.
Okay, and Jackson, the quarterback, we don't have any stats. No,
Yes, sir.
that's one thing we got to get. We got to get stats going here at Lexington Catholic. We've always had them in the past. No stats this year, right, Coach? Which Coach? Coach Meehan, that's something we harp on, the stats. But we know you had good stats because you threw. How many touchdowns you throw?
I threw
3?
3, I believe, and then one.
And ran one. So you had a big night. We know that. Tell us about the game. You guys got momentum early, didn't you?
Yes, sir. We were prepared for this game since Monday. We prepared all week for them and knew what they were going to run and knew what their quarterback was capable of. And like he's a good quarterback, so
Yeah.
we did good to keep him inside from running so much.
You take a game like this. What do you learn from a game like this, Jackson? You play LCA next week. We understand they're in a battle with Cal going on right now, but LCA's up 14-6. What do you take from this game going into that game next week?
To come out faster at halftime. We came out slow and we didn't score a point in the second half. So if we do that against LCA, we're going to get our butts whooped.
But you guys had to know at halftime you winning 36-0. You think that was the reason he came out so slow?
Yes, sir.
If it was a little bit different. But this guy right here, 28, he impresses me. Only a sophomore, right?
Yes, sir.
And your motor and your motor doesn't quit. Neither one, another 59's motor doesn't quit either. But what do you think? Great Crossing, they probably feel like in that huddle over there with their team that they won the second half. But you guys know the score was 36-15.
Yes, sir. We were pretty disappointed about the second half. We know we're better. So against LCA, we'll come out better against Cotter Bowley and all their good players like Brady Hensley in the second half. And
Well, what do you think you can do against LCA with that quarterback next week, Mr. Wasick?
stay disciplined and play my game.
All right, well, thank you, guys. And King, we got a plaque. Okay.
I have one more thing to say.
All right, I think Jackson Wasick's got a request here. Jackson, go fire it away.
Grayson's Downs, will you tackle Hoko with me?
Is that the homecoming dance?
Yes.
Will you go to the homecoming dance? Thank you, Jackson Wasick.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. And Brady Wasick, you keep up the good work, young man. Let's get Cannon Mackley in there now. And she says yes, I believe. Let's stick one of those headsets on Cannon and get the big guy in here. And Cannon, big defensive effort by you and 28 there, Brady. You guys really stepped up tonight. You were in the backfield quite a bit against this Great Crossing team. I know you enjoyed that.
Yes, sir. We prepared all week for him rolling out, so I tried to play contain as much as I could. Yeah.
Assignment football, right?
Yes, sir.
You knew your assignments. Here's Coach Me, and I'm sure he's got some questions for you. Brady had a good ball game tonight.
Yes, sir.
And he played well coming in there. I think he had a couple of sacks in the game, Coach Me, and then Cannon Mackley really played a well of a ball game as well.
Yeah, Brady played a really good defensive game, and it's fun to watch those two guys, the two brothers. You know,
Yeah.
my three sons played together a lot, so
Yeah.
it was fun. My thing about him is Mackley is he pursues the ball.
Yeah.
We know you can handle the edge, you can handle that side, and so on. But when it goes the other way, you don't give up.
We saw that on one play when the quarterback was scrambling and two guys missed him, and then Cannon comes out of nowhere and hauls him down and kind of turned his ankle a little bit. So that was great hustle, Cannon. That's what you give us all year.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about your defense. Now, how long have you been playing defense, and when do you get involved in it?
What do you mean? How long?
Well, how long have you been playing defense? Elementary school,
five
middle
years,
school?
6 years.
Well, if you're counting varsity play, sophomore year.
Yeah.
Just like Brady, sophomore.
Yeah, and where did you play at the middle school here?
Yes, sir. since third grade.
Always defense or offensive defense?
Defense, offense.
So there's your answer. 9 years since third grade.
Yes, sir.
That's what I was trying to get at. It looks like your experience. You've been there so many times. Yeah.
There's right there on that play.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of fun playing D when you get to hit people too.
Yes, sir.
Are you looking forward to any specific college in the future or anything?
Still deciding on that, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, Cannon's, a great kid. You notice that by this, sir, no, sir. So we like that. And thank you, Cannon Mackley.
Thank you for having me.
One of our defensive star. Let's talk to you down the road. We're going to have you on the Scholastic Ball Report like we did last year.
Yes, sir.
You were a big part of that, and that show was Sunday at noon. We enjoy that, and we enjoy having kids. And Cannon makes good grades here at Catholic, too. Tough. I know all these guys do. The Wasicks make good grades, and Cannon's got great GPA, so you keep up the good work in the classroom too,
yes,
Cannon,
sir.
because that'll carry you a lot further than football. You know that.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
That's Cannon Mackley, one of our stars of the game, as Catholic wins it 36-15, and that does it for us here from Lexington Catholic. The Knights win 36-15 over Great Crossing. Next Friday, we'll have the Holy War over the LCA as they'll play Catholic at 7:30. A game will be live right here on Pressman. Thanks to Minky Beef Jerky and Ken's Autos and Whitaker Bank for sponsoring this game. This from Lexington Catholic. The final score, 36-15. Catholic wins it over Great Crossing. For Mike Meehan, for William Moorfield, the King of Stream, Joe Allen, Gary Ball, so long from Lexington Catholic.